Hello Year 10, welcome to this run through of the worked examples and the questions that I gave you for the week 2 work on waves. I'm going to run through the worksheet that I set you. If you haven't had a chance to have a go at this, or you've struggled with it, then I'd suggest you watch me go through the worked example and then pause and have a go at the other questions yourself before coming back and checking through the video to see how you get on. Okay, right, so let's do the worked example together. Okay, so here we've got a question asking us about calculating wave speed. Okay, so first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write down my equation at the top for wave speed, wavelength and wave frequency, so I can remember what I'm looking for. Okay, so if I remember, I've got wavelength, okay, which is my lambda, equals wave speed, which is v, over frequency, which is my f. So I'm just going to concentrate on wave speed at the moment, okay, which is my v. So first of all, I need to list the values that I know and any conversions, because I want to get them into the right units for this. So I know wavelength, okay, so wavelength I'm going to write down here equals 16.5 centimeters. Now wavelength should be in meters, okay, so I need to convert wavelength into from centimeters into meters. Okay, so if it's 16.5 and I want to convert that into meters, I should get 0.165 meters. Okay. The other thing I do know is my frequency, which equals 2000 hertz, and that's fine because the unit that I want for frequency is hertz. Okay. Then I write down the equation that I need. Okay. So I'm not going to rearrange the equation at the moment. I'm just going to write down the equation as it is. Okay, so I'm going to write lambda equals v over f. I'm going to substitute the values into the equation. So 0.165 equals v divided by 2000. Okay, and then I'm going to state the final answer. And what I need to do now is to rearrange my equation. So to rearrange my equation and to find v, which is the thing I wanted to have on its own, I need to remember that I'm going to do the same thing to both sides of my equation as I would do in any math equation. So I want to get rid of this divided by 2000 to get this onto its own. So I can either do one of two methods. I can move this up to this side, or I can do the same thing to both sides. So if I'd multiply v divided by 2000 by 2000, it will get v on its own. So my equation should be, okay, 0.165 times 2000 equals v. So just to do that on my calculator so you can see it, 0.165 times 2000 equals 330. Now remember to have the units as well of meters per second, okay, and that is the speed of sound. Okay, 330. So, as I say, if you've not had a go at these yet, I'd like you to pause the video here and then have a go at these other questions using the same method and go through the practice questions. Otherwise, we're going to go through these together. So now we're looking for frequency. Okay, so here we know the wavelength of 5 meters, and we know the wave speed of 500 meters per second. We don't know frequency. Okay, so again we're going to use our equation here. This time I'm going to try a slightly different method of rearranging this equation at this point as well. So there are two ways you can do this. Okay. Now this time I'm trying to find frequency on its own. So what I want to do is, if I want to obtain frequency on its own. So what I need to do is bring my equation over, and find that I need to do f equals v over lambda. Okay, so I'm just going to swap these over. So therefore, let's work out together. And substitute our values. So wave speed is 500, frequency, wave speed and wavelength was 5. Okay, so my frequency equals 500 divided by 5, which I know, but I'm just going to do onto here for you, so you can see the frequency equals 100 hertz. Okay. Okay, so that's how we work out our frequency. Let's go to our wavelength. So this time we've got a wave speed v of 3 times 10 to the 8. Now this may be slightly confusing for us because we're using our factorials, but we should be fine. So we have a frequency, okay, of 4.5 times 10 to the 14 hertz. Okay, so this is what we don't know is our wavelength. We're going to use our equation, okay, as it's written, because we know that we're trying to find out wavelength. So let's supplement our numbers, and we do need to include all of these numbers. 3 times 10 to the 8 divided by 4.5 times 10 to the 14. Now, this is where you need your scientific calculator, okay, because your normal calculator won't really cut it. So I'm just going to show you how to do this. Hopefully you can see my screen. So we're going to type in 3 times 10 to the 8. So let's try it again. 10 to the 8 divided by 4.5 times 10 to the 14. And we should obtain a wavelength of about 552 meters. Okay, hopefully that's nice and clear for you. Right, so I don't propose in this video to go through and give you the answers to all of these questions. Otherwise it would be a very long video. Okay, what I will do is as you do them, I will give you your own individual feedback on your answers in Teams, okay, or if you send it by email. But hopefully that is clear enough on the sheet that you can understand how to actually go about calculating those. Any questions, please do let me know. Thanks very much.